Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3 and our Japanese Shogunate. The world has changed a lot in the last couple of years. We're in 1863, we're on our way to get rid of the Shogunate itself. However, 2 years ago we saw this revolt down here of a Protestant heavenly kingdom in southern China that had a small war against the Qing. Sorry, let me know about what the correct pronunciation actually is. Together with the Russians, since they are in a customs union and defense pact. However, the Heavenly Kingdom managed to push them like towards Beijing, and that's which led to a probably hectically signed white peace in Qing. And yeah, now they're independent for at least a bit. And yeah, this is impressive. Apart from this, we somehow halfway accidentally got rid of our closed borders, which also led to a new mercantilism, which we could change to protectionism already. However, this led to a big change here in our bureaucracy levels and so on, which led to heavy deficit again, a second kind of financial crisis where we're in right now. It's getting better, and I think we're in a position where we're slowly getting it done or getting it settled. But we're not over it, and let's hope we are in the pluses soon. Alright, so we started also trading, and we have problems with the market access, so since we started trading, we need more and more convoys now, so I think we can. It's also a good idea to here and then invest in the ports as well. Alright. And here we're still under Shogun Ieyoshi Tokugawa, who's 70 already. I wonder if we're gonna see a different Shogun also, but yeah. Future will tell. Still, this is what we're working on right now. Okay, what happened here? Now we're getting more and more news out of the world suddenly. Rivalry with Egypt and Sidamo. Okay, I don't know where Sidamo is. Egypt and Mayaten. Sidamo. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. It's not like Egypt. Also weird that the Ottomans haven't really tried to reconquer Egypt, but alright. Oh, come on, like always these jumps fallbacks here to -5. I'm so close to the 0 and I need pluses again. And I want to lower the taxes actually. Yeah, it's hard. I'm really surprised how financially hard this game is so far. While economically speaking, I think we are on a great path. Still, oh, the United States overtook. And the Heavenly Kingdom has a bigger GDP than we do, okay. But the North Germans also jumped after inheriting basically Bavaria and everything, but they didn't overtake us that far. Let's see where they're leading to. Did they change their agenda? Not really, no. And Russia started to damage the relations to us, which is really hefty. It's and they have their alliance with the French, while we are improving our relations to the French a lot. Maybe can we rival some of those guys? Can we rival those not, but we could rival the Heavenly Kingdom. Yeah. By the way, the Portuguese, we started trading with the Portuguese last turn. It's not coming from their interest in us, but we put the interest here in southern China. So this is probably where we have the contact with the Portuguese. Should we? Maybe we have to declare rivalry in the Heavenly Kingdom, since Protestants, Protestant theocrats are definitely not our best friends. So we get 300 more influence, which allows us also to begin improving relations with the Germans. That was basically my idea, since the Russians are damaging ours, and here with Britain we are stuck. So I'm happy to have another European great power or big power on my side, or at least friendly relations. United States, by the way, have reached the Pacific. So let's see when we get in a more intense contact with them. Oh yeah, and we passed the... last time we even passed the protectionism, so maybe it might worth thinking about a new... yeah, a new reform over here. I was thinking about the private schools before. Let's have a quick look, but we're still... yeah, it's good. I feel like this is just superficial view now. I'm just looking for these, you know... unable to fully hire, because they're probably lacking qualified workforce. Since in Kyushu we do have enough peasants. I still want to keep the access, religious school provide the access to education, so I think I'm gonna keep this for a bit. Here we could think about, at the same time I don't want to radicalize the Buddhist monks right now, since radicalization is, was increasing apparently. Well, whose standard of living decrease? Okay, yeah, we probably the military and other people that we stop paying, or heavily underpaid now. So actually, I think there's nothing big I really want to change right now. Maybe proportional taxation. It will definitely, I mean, this gives us a big problem with authority again, because our consumption cost gets more expensive. But we would get 20k more out of it right now. Interesting. Who would react to this? Radicalize the Shogunate, which is out soon anyways. The Zaibatsu don't like it at all, which will also reduce their spending. And the Buddhist monks, yeah, so it's definitely a thing, but to be honest, I don't want to, like, maybe it's a good time to keep things a little bit like that, since we're in very turbulent times and we want to see maybe the restoration first. So, yeah. I'm going to refrain from doing that at the moment, and rather maybe we come back and not pass a law at the moment. Rather stabilize the situation a little bit in all terms. Okay, let's start paying the military a little bit more. Boah. Okay, explode income, explode. Persecution of the Ainu people in Kansai. Ainu businesses and homes have been attacked all across Hokkaido by groups of Japanese people. Yeah, we haven't been really the nicest people over here. However, it's good to see that the share of Japanese is increasing. So is not the amount of people manning the gold mines. They threw bricks through our shop windows. There was a note attached that said "Go home," but this is the only home we've ever known. This vandalism must cease. I mean, makes a lot of sense. The Ainu are probably nowhere else. Yeah. Our hands are tied for reasons. Yeah. Sorry, Ainu. But the 114k Ainu really, well, not too much in our heart, or like 180,000 Ainu we do have. Oh, they're settling. Japanese are also settling a little bit more here at Sakhalin. Here we would love to see more, but okay. Okay, what's going on over here? Oh, we need another railway. Kyushu. And then Tohoku. Oh, we're building a new port already. Modern sewerage. Modern sewerage is the creation of a specific tunnels and pipes to remove refuse from a city, leading to a better standard of living. Land trade capacity. Construction sector max level. Okay, infrastructure per population. And max infrastructure, that's nice. Some quite passive effects. That should help us out a lot. Quinine. Quinine, Quinine? Quinine? Yeah. Okay, the time has come. Going back to high taxes. Next step, I will increase the government majors a little bit here. No standard of living. These guys are radicalized. I think they don't pay taxes, so this is a problem, and they're increasing due to the lowering standard of living, which is at a level which is acceptable right now. But you know, I think it's coming. You see this little stagnation here. It must come from the higher taxes and lower payments, since I don't know how many people working for us here. Let's have a quick overview actually of the population. How many do work for the bureaucrats? Like 400,000 people, or servicemen. I'm not, no, the soldiers and yeah, but these 800,000 people are being less paid. You know, yeah, of course they will get radicalized. Alright, Steam Donkey unlocked. By applying steam power to a winch system, it is possible to achieve similar levels of power without the same amount of labor. Okay, what is this? Okay, they produce less coal, need more engines and less laborers, but this is nothing for us right now. We do have still sufficient laborers most places. And we could potentially think about it here. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, here we have labor problems, so maybe let's use everything here to get as much mining out as possible. Let's have a look at the market actually, since the explosives. Oh wow! People are taking the explosives from us now. We need to protect this. That you're not getting any explosives here. The Heavenly Empire. But let's try to get some British and German explosives then. We have such a high demand, and we have some hardwood problems. Let's take them from Russia. Okay, we're still in the minus now, or again in the minus. Bureaucracy also a problem. Are we still building? No. Okay, hopefully this will be at some point. Yeah, now I really like actually my house rule that I had. You know, I had this house rule where I said I'm only allowed to settle with the colonization institution level 1. I'm only allowed to settle here, these 2 islands, which we did, one after another. So we can't expand into Micronesia. I would have connected it anyways to becoming an empire, because so far we are still busy with our inner things. But yeah, the given situation that I had the house rule, we can only start doing Micronesia or Asian colonies once we are on level 2, as something I really enjoy right now, because we simply I was limited with inner politics and stuff that our society couldn't really focus on such ventures. Or yeah, I'm quite happy about it. So I think it fits beautifully and is holding us back a bit, so it's good. How long do we have to go? Oh, not long anymore, and you will see our new Japan. We are still Ieyoshi Tokugawa, 71 years old. He turned into an alcoholic. Yeah, he's coming from an old class, and things are moving very different than he knew when he was young. So yeah, of course, I would get hammered on sake as well. Sad times for them. We're crossing the 40 million sorry, it's the German name, the GDP soon. Yeah. Come on, Brits, why don't you like us? Why do you want to damage the relations with us? Why Victoria? It's still Victoria, right? Since your rival is... Oh, your rival isn't Russia anymore, okay. Yeah, but we are great partners for you, historically speaking, in all ways, and why don't you want us? And don't you see what Russia here did? Is a really terrifying thing. They got them into their market. Alright, unlocks rifles for arms industries. We got rifling. Rifling is the discovery that by etching spiral grooves into the barrel of a gun, it is possible to impart spin on the projectile, thus increasing accuracy. Alrighty, let's have a look on this. What's on the guns over here? We do... Oh! No, let's do the mixture here. Yeah, let's get them cheaper. Nice. And maybe actually let's go also immediately for those cheaper, yeah. And I think because we were trading rifles with some other people, we can also with the Germans. Let's see. Let's get rid of our unproductive routes then in general, because we don't have this bureaucracy to really afford this. Let's have a look what we can do about imports. Actually, maybe we can bring out some more hardwood again, since with our own logging camps. Yep, this might be a smart move here. All right. And then we do have, let's see what we can export. I feel like there's nothing really super urgent to import. Sugar, I would love to import a dye. Oh, from the Chinese, yeah, of course, then let's go from them. These baseline agricultural products, I'm happy not to, I'm at the point where I'm happy not to produce them myself, or buy some more tea in China. Perfect, yeah, this is, you see, I'm happy to buy these kind of things there. Same with fish, maybe. I don't want to buy fish from Germany. We have best fish ground here, so we can actually, yeah, fish, because we have the buffs, we can maybe even grow a little bit ourselves, or our production facilities, not the fish, of course. We can now sell some hardwood. Let's do that. We can definitely... No, we will increase our arms demand anyways, so no. Is there anything else that... No, I think we're kind of fine over here. About the trading. And that's, yeah, when we talk about it, let's do some fishing. Since fish seem to be a little expensive. Yeah. Here we have agricultural output, no? And maybe then... Alright. Alright, now we have to try this now. We wanna... Now we're gonna end the deficit, but it's okay. Only 2,000, I hope. Yeah, with all these government buildings we're building, of course, we have to pay also more government workers, so this is kind of a spiral. But I hope when we increase slowly already now, that these guys have more money, they will buy more things, that they will increase or foster our market, and in general more increase our market size, which will help us in the end also financially. Yeah, and you see... Whew, looks like we overcame the toughest time here again. Dun 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 dun, and we're getting closer here. Okay. And then also not buy wood here still. Alright. I see the Buganda. Where's that? Became a protectorate. It is in Africa. They became a protectorate? No. They refused to become one. That would have been weird. Alright, and the great moment is here, guys. We are... The honorable restoration completed. The Komei restoration. Alright, we have Shogun Komei Yamato. However, Shogun is probably not the... That is probably Emperor, no? Anyways. The Shogunate has fallen from power, and Shogun Komei has restored the political primacy of the monarchy. So it's Emperor Komei. This momentous occasion marks the end of centuries of shogunate rule in Japanese shogunate and heralds the new era of modernization and reform. The shogun must choose his political allies carefully. Yeah, I'm confused. I guess the emperor. The former shogun bows with respect and shame as he hands over his residence and seat of power, the mighty Edo castle, to the restored emperor. Yeah, I guess they gave him just a couple of bottles of sake, he was quite hammered. Renovations are set to begin at once, the old castle to be replaced by a glorious imperial palace. Though the exterior will appear much the same as the former imperial residence in Kyoto, the emperor plans to combine Japan's rich and decorative traditions with strange Western fashions. A metaphor, perhaps, for the future shape of Japan. Industrial might will see us through. We get, yeah, Zaibatsu strength. We move to Kanto. Retire the samurai. Okay. Takachika Mori, who is here? Okay. We must look to the intellectuals. Who do we want to strengthen? I would say the Zaibatsu is very strong, and it would be awesome to get, I mean, the double effect when they grow a bit. So they should cross the 10 or later even 20%. That would be cool. So maybe for 19 years, I mean, that's quite a lot. Maybe I don't want two intellectual people for too long. Let's have a quick overview over them. They all have the, or at least those have the Hambatsu both. No, but we are an industrial process, so we're definitely going with the industrials, even though it would be nice to have them grow, but it fits just better. Alright. What happened? Still this stuff. Samurai a little less unhappy, now they're more happy. The shogunate is called the landovers now because they're not the shogun anymore. Because it's gone. We have the samurai still. We have a new journal entry, the Komei restoration. Let's have a look at this one. Adopt state Shinto. We can first of all do this. With the restoration of the imperial household to political power, it would be wise to integrate local beliefs into an official state religion emphasizing the emperor's divinity. Yeah, I think it's quite a... Yeah, I would... Let's go to Shinto, yes. This is the original way, and why not? So we are officially Shinto now. We should have checked basically the religion, and now we have, yeah, 50% Shinto, it's 50% Mahayana, but the conversion is growing over time, which is nice. And we could adapt Western style clothes. However, let's say for the first couple of years, I think it's too early to do so. So no, we're not gonna do this. So we do have a couple of other things. Let's just attach this so we don't forget. And we have the Komei restoration. Progress 33%. The emperor has been restored to power and the progress of modernization begins. There's much work to be done. Alright, we finished already a third since we adapted Shinto. And now we need retire the samurai. Okay, what do we need to do for this? So we need to get more modern troops out. Yeah, okay, we need to go to cannon artillery and line infantry. Not the mobile artillery. I'm a little bit questioning if we can get the samurai are not powerful, because they are a little bit now. Actually quite suddenly. They gained a lot of influence now with the professional army and so. Maybe there will be events also on top. Worst case, we might have to fight a civil war as partially historic. And the problem is we also have him as being part of the samurai. Let's attach this too. Apart from this, we do have the Ensakoku. Japan has isolated itself for centuries to resist foreign influence, but it is now time to open ourselves to the world. Our goal, however, is not only to open Japan, but to establish our nation as a power on the world stage. Yeah, this is kind of what we... I hope this should fire in a second, maybe, because we're fulfilling this already. So basically, we need to get rid of the samurai. Yeah, there it is. There we already got this one. Is there anything happening around it? No. Alright, we just need to get rid of the samurai. So, modernize our army. Right, what else is happening in the world? Okay, we're complaining about little inactive powers, but the French are trying to get a treaty port in against the Ottomans. Interesting. Which region? In Thessalia. Okay. So, interesting. Alright, and most importantly, of course, we're not the Japanese Shogunate anymore, we're Japan, and we do have a new flag. So these are the main effects, and he's, as I said, he is not the Shogun. Now we have Emperor Komei Yamato. So yeah, a new age has begun. It's in December 1864. Quite exciting. And I think actually, like, we could play for another 5 minutes, but I feel like this is a very important point. So I'm rather gonna make a cut here and end this episode. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed our transformation so far, how we became this red and massive Emperor of Japan. And it's not gonna get more boring, since now we're gonna kick off and hopefully soon try to get also more, modernize our army, get rid of the samurai. And then, I don't know, try to exert some of our new gain power and influence in the world. We'll see what happens. Another thing we have to check is probably the new, how we are gonna arrange our government, since we are quite around 41, is not so many, but maybe we can take the Shinto in. As you see, the new Shinto monks, they also have the Hambatsu, so they support basically the same ideas as these ones as well. They do have Shinto piousness, okay. Yeah, which will make them easy to align into the entire process. The samurai might be a little bit still, old-fashioned and backwards, but yeah, we will get some handle up on them. Yeah, let me know what you think. What would you have done differently? What would you like me to do? So let me know in the comments. Yeah, of course, if you haven't yet, leave me a like and a subscription. That would be wonderful. And yeah, then hopefully see you next time in the next episode, when we kick off the first years of the newly born Japanese Empire. And yeah, see you then. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.